This is George here, back with a haul video. Lots of cool stuff. My wife got me an incredible holiday Christmas gift, and I was so excited when I saw it. I was not expecting it at all. My wife's pretty amazing, but I will talk about that last. First, I want to talk about some of the cool TPBs that I got. So I picked up DC vs. Vampires All Out War. This is the hardcover edition, and I really like this story. I've read like a few issues, but I just like horror mashups, and DC and horror go hand in hand. I also picked up the first volume of DC vs. Vampires. Really cool Batman Green Arrow cover. Looking forward to reading all of this story. Really cool artwork. These next books I found at Half Price Books. Very interesting finds. I haven't seen these before, and I flipped through them. They look really cool. It's Dragon Ball Full Color The Saiyan Arc. Now, I absolutely love Dragon Ball Z. I grew up watching it, and I love Dragon Ball. So I saw these, and I'd always kind of wanted to read it. These are more comic book size, so I don't really, I guess, like manga size books that much. But I did absolutely love this one, and it's comic book size, and the artwork looks phenomenal, and it's fully colored. So I thought that was really cool. I found the first two volumes, the one with Raditz on the cover and the other one you saw with Nappa. Here's some movies that I picked up. I got The Thing on 4K. Target was having a clearance sale, and so I grabbed this one. I think I got it for like 10 bucks or something like that. My wife got me the Mummy trilogy. My wife and I love this movie. It's such a phenomenal film. My wife also got me the Blade trilogy on Blu-ray. Now this one seemed a little bit strange to me because it has these international symbols on there. So I'm going to try and see if it works, but I'm kind of not sure if it's going to work on my PlayStation. We'll see how it goes though. My brother actually got me this Stephen King movie and TV collection. I love The Stand, and I've seen The Langoliers, but I haven't seen Dead Zone. Pet Sematary is a classic. Stephen King's Silver Bullet is great also. And I don't think I've seen The Graveyard Shift, so I'm looking forward to watching that one. This next one I had saw at Walmart not that long ago, and I ended up picking it up. Absolutely love it. It looks really cool. It's one of these McFarlane statues, and it is a platinum edition of Wolverine. It looks phenomenal. And now for some comics. So I picked up Deadpool Team Up with Frankencastle. Just look cool. That's why I grabbed this one. X-Force issue 9. Love the Adi Granoff cover. X-Men Schism issue 2 of 5. Love the Frank Cho Rogue cover. This is probably one of my all-time favorite Thor covers. It's Thor for Asgard #1. I believe this is a Simone Bianchi cover, and it just looks incredible. It's a very stunning cover. This is a cool find from Half Price Books. Hellspawn issue 6. I think this is a key issue because of Miracle Man appearance or something like that, but I just like the cover art. So really cool. X-Force issue 20, Mike Choi cover. X-Force number 17, awesome Mike Choi cover of X-23. And I think this is like I'm not sure if this is a Justice League, but it is the foil Fire and Ice cover from David Nakayama, and I really love this artwork, so that's why I grabbed this one. Batman issue 24, I believe this is where he proposes to Selena Kyle. I saw this one, I didn't even know it was a key issue, but I just like the artwork. Deadpool Team Up guest starring Galactus. Really awesome artwork. This is actually a new comic book, Scarlet Witch number 7. This is the Peach Momoko cover with Jeff the Land Shark, and I absolutely love this cover art. And this is another new comic that I picked up, Laura Kinney Wolverine issue 1. This is a really cool J. Scott Campbell cover. Absolutely love this artwork. And I found a ton of X-23 books at Half Price Books, so I ended up picking those up. X-23 issue 12, really cool cover. X-23 issue 10 with Vampire Jubilee. I absolutely love this Alex Ross artwork. This is Spider-Man Daredevil. This is from the Marvel Knights. Really awesome artwork. The Darkness number half. I just love this Mark Silvestri cover. Spider-Man issue 12. Really cool Todd McFarlane cover. Star Wars Darth Vader issue 11. Love this Darth Vader artwork. So my wife and I actually went to Disneyland in California recently, and we also went to Universal Studios. There was a comic book store there. I think it was Things from Another World. And they had like source signings and stuff. And they had some books that were there that had been from prior source signings. So I saw it there and I picked it up. They were like cover price. So it was Feral issue 1. I believe this is signed by the creative team. So this is a variant cover. Really cool. And this is like a second or third printing variant. I also picked this one up. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees issue 1. Really cool artwork, and it's signed. I actually picked up another copy of that as well. They had Stray Dogs issue 1 that's also signed, but it is the Image First variant cover. I also picked up Absolute Wonder Woman #1. Really love that cover art. They had the second printing of Absolute Batman. Really love that cover art as well. And here's more Laura Kinney stuff. All New Wolverine issue 4. X-23 issue 11. Love this Frank Cho cover. Jungle Girl issue 4. And I saw this at Half Price Books and I absolutely love this cover art. I believe this is John Romita Jr., but it's All-Star Batman issue 1. Awesome Two-Face artwork there too. And I also love this artwork. I'm not sure who the artist is, but if you know, please let me know. It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer issue 8. This one was kind of like a stealth buy. I don't know if this was like a second or third appearance of these characters, but I think they are going to appear in James Gunn's new universe, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. It's Stormwatch issue 8. And X-23 issue 5, really awesome artwork. X-23 #8, I believe this is the first meeting of these two characters, X-23 and Daken. Batman #90, I believe this is the first appearance of the designer, or first full appearance. X-23 #6, really cool X-23 cover. All New Wolverine #6, awesome artwork. Uncanny X-Men #231, really like this cool artwork. I think it's Mark Silvestri. X-23 #7, I always think this cover's just hilarious. It's like Pirate X-23 and Gambit, but it's cool artwork too. And the last thing I got that my wife was super excited to give to me, and she was just so excited when I opened it. It is the Uncanny X-Men 141. So this is my all-time favorite comic book. I want to say 141 and 142 are my all-time favorite comic books. They're my all-time favorite storyline, Days of Future Past. And this one's a really high grade too. It's a 9.2. And my wife was just telling me all the stories about how like it was, how she kind of haggled and she didn't want to give away too much information about that she was going to get this, but she talked the guy down and she was just really proud about it. And it was fun talking with her because she knew how much I love this story. And I do have a copy of this book, but it's a pretty beat up copy. So I had eventually wanted to get like a nicer graded copy eventually. And my wife got this for me, so I don't have to do that. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. Awesome artwork. It's just such an awesome book. And my all-time favorite story. I'll never forget the first time seeing this cover and just seeing like all of the X-Men that have been taken out, and it's just basically an old Wolverine and an old Kitty Pryde that's left. Just looking at this cover just unlocks so many memories for me. I spent so much time as a young person looking at this cover and thinking about the backstories of like what happened, what led to this point in my head, because I didn't have the book, I didn't have the full story. I'd only seen X-Men the animated series, and I only had the information that was presented in that show. I hadn't actually read the comic book. And so eventually I did read the comic, but I still formulate stories in my head about how this happened, what happened to the X-Men. It's just my all-time favorite story. I love reading about heroes when they have nothing left and they still choose to do heroic things and come out and still fight for good things in the world. And this is the ultimate last stand story, and that's why I love it so much. But that's it for the video. Let me know what you all think, and I will see you in the next video.